So that is how we set up the system prompt. And now let's dive right in here, okay? We're gonna go through the buyer's circles of trust with email, and we're gonna get into our actual copywriting. And I'll take you back to the buyer's circle of trust. So I'm gonna take you back to the graphic here. And I'd like you to and I'm gonna challenge you to use this model when you write your email copy. So first, be clear on which circle of trust you're targeting with your message. Once you know which circle of trust you're writing to, then you're gonna know what's the appropriate call to action. Now, for the purpose of this module, I'm gonna start from the beginning. We're gonna target our message to the unaware, and the objective of our message is to convert them to be interested, right? So that's where we talk about lead magnets, right? Lead magnets are the common tactic for converting unaware to the interested. So typically, you don't have what percentage of those emails were rejected by the mailbox providers? That's the bounce rate, right? What percentage of the emails were opened by the recipients? What percentage of the emails did your recipients click in, right? All that kind of information the email service provider has access to, including what percentage of them unsubscribed, what percentage of them issued a spam complaint, right? They have all access to all that information. They can report on that. Now, your email service provider will always report on how many of your emails were accepted by the mailbox providers. But what they don't have is that they don't have the technology to know whether an email was delivered to the inbox or to the spam folder after it was accepted. That's a privacy issue. No email service provider has access to anyone's email accounts. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers of this email campaign.
In this lesson, we're going to show different creative examples of different campaign types and card formats. First, we have our postcards, and you can typically use those for retention campaigns when all the customer really needs is a nudge. So you want to use the least expensive format to get back in front of them and get them to take that action. So a couple examples would be a win-back campaign. Here's one from Obvi, supplements brand. In this case, a customer had gone a certain amount of time without making a purchase, so they use this to incentivize them to come back and buy when they haven't responded to their email campaigns. You can see it uses personalization, it has an incentive, and a unique offer code for the win-back campaign. Other types of With advanced strategies under your belt, it's time to see how these techniques work in the real world. Let's explore case studies of brands that have successfully leveraged postcard marketing.